Hello everybody and welcome back to more Rising Phoenix Racing League. This is actually the start of a brand new series, as I can, hold on, hopefully get the stream up on my my computer here. But yeah, basically as I was saying, this is a new series. Hold on. Okay, it's all good to go. Alright, so yeah, this is, we're at Austria today for RP Realistic Performance. So basically, the cars are realistic performance. I believe everyone will get, everyone will go down a car in terms of the order that the game lists them in every 2 weeks. So they get so there is 10 teams, so 20 rounds. I'm assuming is what it's going to be. So every driver will get 2 races per team for the whole season of 20. At least I think it's 20. I actually don't know. I'm just assuming that. But yeah. All right. So let's get into qualifying. Alright, and it does appear to be quite gloomy outside at the moment. Not sure if there's going to be rain or not coming. But let's see who will be the first one out. Oh, it will be Rai / Cobalt. Both of them are coming out, as you can see by the first gear being selected, as opposed to the neutral. And alright. So, first round is going to be LT Cobalt, followed by Rai, just behind him. So, because the cars are realistic performance, we're gonna see, we're really gonna see who can outperform the car, and who can get relatively high up the order for where their car is supposed to be. For example, Cobalt here in the Alfa Romeo, which I believe is actually the slowest car in the game. If not, it's tied for the slowest car. Yeah, him, if he gets a high position, then it'll really show how well he's able to drive that. Alright, so here we go. On his first attempt, here we go. Oh, a little bit wide there at turn 3, unfortunately. Ooh, and the validation for Cobalt on the first lap. He's going to keep going though, but Rai also has an invalidation, so both of them will be pitting, I would assume. Next up is TJ, who's going to finish the first completed lap of the session. And it's going to be a 103.8, so that's pretty damn good, I would definitely say. Swanee invalidated time, unfortunately. Hyper with a 105.9 on the mediums. Headwedge with a 105.3 on the softs. Swanee will be going for another attempt. Now, if we look at Racing Maestro, who has an invalid lap, Deadwood. Well, actually, let's look at the furthest one up the road. So let's T-Funky this time. as some cars are slowing down to let cars on hot laps through, or on just to let other cars through rather, because I don't think Headwedge there was on a lap. I think he was on the end lap. And ooh, a little bit wiggly on the curb, and that's an invalid lap for T Funky. So he will obviously have to go again to set his first time. And a lot of invalid laps, actually. An invalid lap for Deadwood before the lap even begins. Really unfortunate stuff. But Anton here is on a valid lap and will be completing it in just a moment. A little bit wide though, and that is an invalid lap for him as well. Track limits really doing a lot of people dirty today, if that's the right term. Like really, like messing a lot of people up. I might be using that phrase wrong. Apologies if I am. So a purple second sector from T Funky, at least according to the game, is making him look pretty good at the moment for a provisional pole. Oh, and it's up to the line. It's not going to be pole, but it's going to be P2, making it a Red Bull 1-2. So here we go with Racing Maestro now. Oh, and also some information about this track. Let's actually see some information. Okay, so let's see. It is held at the Red Bull Ring, obviously, aka the A1 Ring, as it was formerly known, and then formerly known as the Austria Ring, from 1969 to 1995, and then the A1 Ring from 96 to 2004. It holds not only F1 Grand Prix, but also holds DTM, ELMS, MotoGP, and motorcycle racing, and Austrian motorcycle racing. The lap record was set this year by Carlos Sainz in the McLaren around this 10-turn, 4.3 kilometer track, which translates to 2.6 miles. As Racing Maestro has set the P2 time. And the race lap record for Carlos Sainz on that day was a 105.619. So let's see if any of the drivers can beat that today. Let's see. Now there were actually a lot of concerts that were actually performed here, including by Bon Jovi, Rolling Stones, AC/DC, and stuff like that, or bands like that, groups like that. Aside from that, yeah, it's obviously FIA Grid 1, 40,000 capacity, and it is located, well, obviously Austria. And the first race it hosted was in 1970, I believe, or 1969. and it still goes to this day. After making a return in 2014, after being away from the track since 2003? 2004, I think. Alright, so let's see Deadwood Bear here as he's on his lap in the Ferrari. Alright, sorry, I was just checking something. And ooh, invalid lap for Deadwood Bear, unfortunately. So he will have to go again, as Anton here is in the third sector, coming through the final couple of corners here, trying to carry as much speed as possible, and he manages to get a 104.881, putting him up into P3. As T-Funky has retired from the session. I'm not sure I could catch that, I apologize. But yeah, so Deadwood on a second attempt here. Oh, and another invalid lap for Deadwood Bear. On board with Rai now, or Colin, because he's ahead. Or no, I mean the Bun's back, as he is ahead. And it's going to be a 104.007, putting him up into P2 for the Mercedes driver. And Rai is going to do a 105.6, putting him into P11. Let's see. Here we go, Cobalt on his second or third attempt. Up in P8 with the Alfa Romeo. And here comes Cobalt round the final corner, and it's going to be an improvement, but no spot improvements, unfortunately. Like no places gone up. As Bazooka Joe has an invalid lap, so let's go with Buttons back. Oh, currently 1/10 up is Button, so if he can gain another half a tenth, he will be exactly tied with the TJ. Or about half a tenth. So he's going to be really pushing here. Seems pretty clean and nice. And it's going to be Paul for the moment. It's going to be Paul. 103.712. Now, can TJ respond to that? Let's see. As here we have a Hyper in the McLaren, currently P7 with a 104.9, coming around the final couple corners. And up to the line, it's going to be P3 for Hyper in the McLaren. So very nicely done by him. 104.7. Whereas TJ has invalidated his lap, so unfortunately it will not count. Well, this one and the next one, so very unfortunate. He has to rush back to the pits as fast as possible and see if he can go for one last attempt. Oh, as that is Racing Maestro, who is spun on a hot lap. That is unfortunately his qualifying essentially over, I would definitely say. I don't know if he'll have enough time to get back to the pits, especially after slowing down there for those two cars to get by. He might though, so we'll see. And ooh, another spin there by Racing Maestro on the curb there. Very, very unfortunate. He is in P4 though, so he is in a decent starting position, but he'll definitely want to improve that within the next 3 minutes of this session, or within the last 3 minutes of the session. As here's Colin. Trying out the soft tires. Let's see what he can do with those. Oh, I accidentally did that, sorry. So Colin has set a 105.8 on the softs. So unfortunately for him, still B12. But he's going for one more attempt. One last attempt, I would assume. Because he will be out of ERS by the end of this lap. As we also have TJ beginning his final attempt. Going for pole position. He needs to improve by 1.5 tenths. And ooh, but that's not going to help him. That little slide there out of turn 1. And ooh, TJ with an invalid lap, so he unfortunately is not going to be able to improve unless he goes for one last run right now. But he is currently on 3 lap old softs, so I do not think that he would want to wear them out even more than that. So it's very unfortunate for him. Well, I mean, he might actually go for it one more time. Ooh, Deadwood going on at turn 1. Going through the gravel to come back onto the track. As he retires from the session, and as Anton finishes his lap, staying in P7, and Cobalt is done with his lap as well. Now, something about the amount of laps that people are doing on their tires makes me think that it's going to be a wet race. Especially considering everyone is on softs. So yeah, that'll be very interesting. Oh no, Bun's back. Extends his lead by about another tenth or so, just into a tenth, to go 103.626. And TJ goes wide, unfortunately, invalidating his time. So that is the session done. So now it is time for... No, it is a dry race. So, I don't know, people were just doing a lot of laps on tires for some reason. Not too sure why. But, nonetheless, we are here and ready to go. And here we go for the formation lap. So, of course, it is going to be a moderate rundown to turn 1. And yeah, we will have to see just who gets the best start, and yeah, we will have to see if TJ can get that position, if slipstream will be a factor in the starting few hundred meters, or if there will be an accident or something. We don't know. But yeah. Alright, so the predicted pit stop strategy will obviously be softs to mediums, as everyone is starting on the softs, except for Swanee, who is in the mediums. So it will be medium to soft for Swanee, I assume, soft to medium for everybody else. Alright, so here we go. 5 red lights for the first race of RP Realistic Performance. It's lights out, and away we go. A lot of smoke from the Mercedes. A couple of the cars as well. Deadwood Barrett getting... Oh, couple cars going wide. Ooh, including, I believe that's Anton. They're in P7 as everyone makes their way up into turn number 3. Side by side for many cars, but everyone has gone through unscathed, I think. Oh, as Dead Rivera gets past Head Wedge for P3. And for some reason DRS is enabled, even though it's only lap 2. But it says it's lap 3. Ooh, TJ getting past Buttons back for the lead. But Button will come back. Or will attempt to, definitely. Ooh, almost contact there between a couple of those cars. Between Racer Maestro and Cobalt. And ooh, Hyper making contact. And ooh, Hyper spinning off into the wall. And that has really affected his wing as well. Now Deadwood getting very, very close to these cars here. Oh, almost oversteer there, or a lot of oversteer, but catches it very well. Oh, big battle back here. Swanee versus Cobalt versus T-Funky. As the cars at the front, the Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari are pulling away, or seem to be pulling away at least. 1.8 seconds over the two AlphaTauris at the moment. Oh, T-Funky and Racing Maestro, Red Bull versus Renault. Fighting here for P7. Nice cutback by T-Funky, and he has much more drive, and plus DRS is open for him too. As Cobalt and Swanee back here are battling as well. Cobalt getting past Swanee on this occasion, or staying ahead, rather, I think. As there's a battle up here as well for P5 and 4. Ooh, touching there between Anton and Bazooka Joe. Oh, very, very close. Oh, more contact. As Deadwood does get a penalty. Oh, both of them spinning. Both of them getting caught on the curb, and Anton spinning. Very unfortunate for him. As he's getting past. Oh, and Ferrari getting past Mercedes there with DRS power. Rai versus Swanee here for P9. Rai with a little bit of lag on my screen at least. As we got cars up ahead battling as well. Racing Maestro and Cobalt. contact between these two though. Also a battle for P2 up there, up here, with Deadwood staying in P2 for the moment. Ooh, contact there. That was a little bit scary. Ooh, some ghost things going on here. Not sure what's going on, but there's a lot of lag. As Colin is now looking on both of these guys. Let me get my telemetry up. Sorry about that. As Colin is passing Swanee now for P9. And as these two are battling, Cobalt and Racing Maestro for P7, with Racing Maestro staying ahead for now, but Cobalt coming back. Ooh, that was close. And ooh, someone has spun. It's Rai who has spun and is now at the back of the field. As we have Mercedes versus Ferrari here up for P2, who are definitely starting to pull away, or continuing to pull away, should I say, from the AlphaTauris. Ujora has spun again, really unfortunately, and is going into the pits at the moment. So TJ leads with a 2.7 second advantage over Deadwood and Button, who are both fighting for P2. Then come the AlphaTauris. Then T-Funky in the sister Red Bull to the leader, trying to catch up. And then we have a bunch of cars. Oh, battle for P2 continues. Oh, with engine glitch on the Mercedes. You can just like hear the revving engine of the Mercedes. And ooh, slight mistake there from Deadwood is going to be very costly for him, as he gets passed by Button, and Button does have DRS as well, so he's probably going to stay ahead. Yeah, just a little bit too much on the curb, sent him out wide onto the grass. Did very well not to lose the car, but has lost the position while trying to save it. But yeah, very good car control from him.